VERYDARKMAN's lawyer has released an official statement on how VERYDARKMAN was arrested and why he was arrested. It was not GTBank, but GTBank played a major role in VERYDARKMAN's arrest. Anyway, let me explain, or will I say, let me summarize the statements. According to the statement released by VERYDARKMAN's lawyer Deji Adeyanju, it was said that on the 2nd of May 2025, VERYDARKMAN and his mom and his friend CPAC, they went to GTBank to lay a complaint or to find out why GTBank was deducting money from his mother's account, which you already know the situation. So on getting to GTBank were doing everything possible or behaving as if they were helping VERYDARKMAN. So as VERYDARKMAN and his friend and his mom, they finished in the bank and wanted to leave the bank, they wanted to exit. That is when VERYDARKMAN got stuck in the security door. So it was alleged that GTBank off the security door to get VERYDARKMAN stuck in the security door so that the EFCC they might have called earlier can arrive. So 5 minutes to 10 minutes later, men in black uniform arrived at GTBank. Miraculously, the door opened and they immediately covered VERYDARKMAN's face and his friend and started beating them up. They did not tell them anything, they just carried them away in front of VERYDARKMAN's mom. Her mom was crying, doing everything to stop them, but they could not. In fact, it was also alleged that they somehow pushed VERYDARKMAN's mom, causing her a little injury. As of the time of releasing the statement, according to the statement released by VERYDARKMAN's lawyer, VERYDARKMAN's mom is nowhere to be found, or her current location is not known yet. So VERYDARKMAN was taken away, where it was later discovered that it was now EFCC. They took VERYDARKMAN to the EFCC Abuja. So that is when VERYDARKMAN's lawyer sent some representative to the EFCC. Upon getting there, they tried to get access to VERYDARKMAN, but they said, according to the EFCC officials, they said that VERYDARKMAN refused to come out. But then they gained access to his friend, which is CPAC. It was CPAC that narrated all the issue to them. But then CPAC already sustained a lot of injury. So the EFCC claimed that they have arrest warrants signed by a magistrate court to arrest VERYDARKMAN. What was VERYDARKMAN's offense? So VERYDARKMAN was arrested for cyber talking. So the lawyers asked that what is the offense of his friend CPAC they arrested along with him. So the EFCC could not say why or reason they arrested his friend. Anyway, his friend was released, but the EFCC refused to release VERYDARKMAN, meaning that VERYDARKMAN is still with the EFCC as of this moment. In fact, hear what VERYDARKMAN's brother have to say.
GTBank, I'm so disappointed because you played a role in the kidnapping of my brother today. You played a very important role, because from the moment VERYDARKMAN got to the bank, you gave the information out that VERYDARKMAN was in the bank. You the same bank wey say you comot money from my mother account. They try me, they find we rectify am peacefully. We no fight now. We came to the bank only for you people claiming to be helping us. You went ahead and did your communication with whosoever you did your communication with, and after that, when VDM was done and about to leave your bank, you locked him in your door. When I mean door, now know that door you see for enter bank, you press your green button where you go open, where you go enter. As soon as they come outside, they lock him inside that place for 5 to 10 minutes. First off, he's not a criminal. He no get anything we don't do now. Only for una to come there, cover him face like thief, cover him face. Come beat am, carry am go. You beat am, beat the guy, eat my mama. Like, I don't understand wetin be una agenda.
So as many Nigerians are still waiting for GTBank to release their own official statement, or maybe to clarify what really happened, but then a lot of Nigerians are currently withdrawing their money from GTBank. In fact, people are currently boycotting GTBank, stating that GTBank is done for Nigerians. Because if not, why will you hand over your customer that came to make a complaint to the authority for no reason? I don't understand. But the question right now is that, will GTBank ever survive this in Nigeria? That is a bigger question to ask. Bigger names in Nigeria are not left behind. A lot of people are currently saying that, in fact, those that don't have account with GTBank are saying that thank God they don't have account with GTBank. Those that don't have share with GTBank are also saying that thank God they don't have share with GTBank. People like Dele Farotimi say that Akukuma no get any share in any Nigerian bank, meaning say it don't really cash for GTBank. In case you're wondering that which of the GTBank in Abuja did this incident happen in, this incident happened at Area 3 GTBank. That GTBank at Area 3. Yes, exactly this one. That is where the whole incident happened. In case you want to go and make inquiry there and know why they did that, you know where to go. GTBank Area 3 Abuja. Now, one thing you need to understand about this whole issue is that you might not like VERYDARKMAN or whatever issue you have. It's not about VERYDARKMAN. It's about the system. If it can happen to VERYDARKMAN, that is a public figure that people take their problem to, what is the hope of you? Now, imagine waking up in the morning and GT Bank or any bank calls you that somebody used your NIN to borrow money from them, and all your hard work, all your earnings, the bank will be taking it every month. How will you feel? Who will you run to for help? And now, trying to sort the issue, the authority comes there to arrest you. Remember, before now, VERYDARKMAN has been talking about the EFCC and their illegal practice and all that. Anyway, it's not only VERYDARKMAN. People like me, we've been calling out the EFCC on their illegal activity. The question is that who else would the EFCC go after? If they can go after the major ones that you carry a problem to, who else would they go for? This is time that everybody needs to speak out, because refusing to speak out is making yourself vulnerable to the same situation that VERYDARKMAN is today. It can happen to you. Your bank can deduct your money and there's nothing you can do. Meaning that the EFCC or the authority or the security agencies can arrest you for cyber talking, even though maybe you are not cyber talking, or maybe you are just speaking out for their illegal activities. You are just speaking out in defense of people. So this is Nigeria. Injustice to one is injustice to all, because it might be happening to VDM today. Who is next? That is the question. Anyway, let me leave it here before I cross the line. Tell me what you think in the comment section, but before you do, please do not forget